Welcome to A Girl in Sweaty Spandex. I'm Lauren Truslow, and I'm here to be real and break down the impossible standards of women while turning up the positivity and self-love. And today we are going double. We are going on YouTube, and we're also going on the podcast. And so you get a little double dip today. I want you to kick off 2024 in a really positive way. And it kind of starts with changing it over. I haven't done mine yet, and I've been kind of procrastinating because I told the girls on our team, I was looking at the back of my calendar, you know, where you have the 24, and it was like crossed out and there was a lot of things happening and it stressed me to write out in pen. But I think I'm ready. So I thought we could break down starting out January in a really great way by going through our planner, because the whole purpose of the plan is to find the happiest and the healthiest you. And that's by taking care of ourselves, the whole self, not just checking something off the list and moving on. It's about taking care of us, you know, mentally and physically, and finding moments that bring us joy. And so let's dive into it together, shall we? Okay, so in front of me, I have my 23 and I have my 24. And I like to lay them out side by side when I do a planner switch, you know, the new year, and go through it, because the whole point, some of it needs to continue to transition on. So the very first page obviously has your name and contact info, but what do you want for yourself this year? And I feel like that's really important. My kind of idea I wanted in 23 was education. That was my big kind of, I wanted to keep learning and growing and pushing myself outside my comfort zone for business specifically. Looking at, you know, how can I grow our studios and the nail salon, and how can we, you know, things change really fast. And so that was kind of, I wanted to continue to educate myself. But I want you to think about this while you are sitting down, and really find a time where it's just you and it's quiet and it's not like a multitasking moment to kind of do this first part, because it really is some big reflection and deep dive self moments. So what do you want for yourself this year? It's a big question. Obviously, after that, it kind of talks about the key and different things inside. And then is the me plan. So why do we have this? How did it come to be? It's a really important piece of the planner for me. If you haven't heard like the story, I'll give you, you know, the high level story. It was in between, you know, I had 4 little kids and it was COVID, and I was killing myself to try to keep all my businesses going and teaching virtually. And the kids were little, and you know, I would make sure I fed them all, and then by the time it was finished, I swear, you clean it up and it's already ready for the next meal. And so I was just grabbing, you know, goldfish off their plates and Nutella sandwiches. And I realized I really did not feel good on the inside, and I wanted to meal prep, but I tried to find somebody who could do it. So it came from that moment when I decided I could do it myself. I could meal prep myself, and I could take the time out of my day to do that for me. And not day, week, once a week. That's it. And I started doing that, and I was like, okay, well, what else can I do for myself? That like made me feel good. And that's what the me plan is to carve out time for you in different ways. So it kind of gives that little whole backstory, and then it goes through different components. Now, these are the buckets that I have chosen for myself, but you can also change these buckets. You know, it's looking at health and movement and relationships and hydration and self-care and the meal prep. You can also look at different buckets for yourself, but that is kind of where I started, because that's what I needed at the moment. And I feel like it's good to have some framework around it. And so take some time and go through those buckets. We also have some great, and we can attach those brainstorming worksheets that we've done to the YouTube and on our Sweaty Spandex Instagram. But I really like to brainstorm it first. So say it's the self-care piece. Like, what are all the things that you love in self-care? Like, do you love a facial? Do you love a mani? Do you love a pedi? Do you just love taking a walk and then finding a spot and meditating? All the things that you love to do, and then you're going to kind of whittle it down to like what is actually manageable. We don't want this me plan to be something that is stressful and makes you feel like you have more stuff on your to-do list, because nobody needs that. But we want to find things that can move the needle. That is, I feel like, my new phrase these days. Move the needle. Move the needle in a positive way, and things that you can put some quantifiable times around. If massage is your jam, can you get a massage once a week? No, I wish I could, but no. Maybe once a quarter is more manageable. Put some time frames around it so that it makes you like, okay, have I done my massage this quarter? Yes or no? Check, yes. Okay? So that's the me plan. Take some time and really fill that out. Then we're going to the big plan. We kind of changed, if you're going through side by side, we changed the order a little bit because I wanted it to be, I guess, in importance order. And I felt like the me plan was first and the big plan was second. And the big plan is looking at us in 10 years. So I turned 40 this year. Who am I at 50? How old are my kids? How old is my husband? What do I want my life to look like? And all these different buckets. I've really dove into this year, and it has been awesome. I did a whole spreadsheet because it was like a lot of stuff because I have a lot of kids, but it was really great to